Well, joining me now with more is Nick Ewen. He's the Senior Editorial Director for The Points Guy. Nick, great to have you on the show this morning. Joining us from Florida, a lot to talk about. So we'll start big picture. And though, for those new to The Points Guy, what are some of the biggest benefits that travelers can gain by using certain credit cards for their flights?
Well, the first thing is simply earning points towards your future trip. So a lot of credit cards offer bonus points for select travel purchases, select airline purchases. The other thing is that these credit cards come with a variety of protections. Obviously, you hope that things won't go wrong with your flights over the summer, but with thunderstorms and various other travel disruptions, you may be eligible for built-in travel insurance by using those cards. Then the other thing is for specific airline credit cards, they often include things like free check bags or even discounts on in-flight purchases. So by having the right credit card and actually charging some of those purchases, you'll be able to get some additional perks and keep some money in your pocket this summer.
Yeah, I want to ask you about some big news out this morning. JP Chase unveiling a new Sapphire Reserve with card perks and a nearly $800 annual fee. Nick, is this worth it?
Well, just like anything in the world of credit card, the answer is it depends. I'm a longtime Sapphire Reserve card holder myself. I got the card back in 2017. I personally am pretty excited about the changes. The big thing is that everyone has their own situation. And just like any credit card with an annual fee, even one that's only $89 or $99, every year when that card renews, you should always sit down and crunch the numbers. I know people don't necessarily like to do math out of middle school and high school, but it's really important to see if these benefits truly deliver value to your bottom line to offset that cost. The big thing too is if you are an existing card member, don't rush to cancel. Wait until that higher annual fee posts. You may have a chance to actually give the new benefits a test period, see if they're worth it, and then make the decision whether to cancel or to downgrade. So it really depends, but it's really important to crunch the numbers based on your own individual situation.
Yeah, so I do see a stat here, Nick. I'm glad. I wanted to hear it from your perspective. But JP Morgan saying users will now get more than $2,700 in annual benefits when the updated card launches on June 23rd. So certainly if you are maximizing those benefits, could save you a nice pretty penny, let's say, on an annual basis. I do want to talk about another company. Amex recently said changes are coming to its Platinum card. How do people evaluate that opportunity?
Yeah, that was the big news that came out yesterday. We still know very few details of what that's going to look like. Amex is really trying to appeal to the younger generation that are more into the kind of experiential travel. So what exactly does that mean? We simply don't know and won't know until later this year. But the same advice always holds true, regardless of whether you're looking at these premium cards or just a regular card with a smaller annual fee. You've got to look at the benefits and not consider the marketing bullets, but really consider the real world value that you're going to get. Right now, the Amex Platinum gives a credit for Equinox memberships. If you don't have an Equinox gym, like we don't have one down here in Fort Pierce, that's not actually money saving for me. However, I love using the Uber Cash benefits. I love using the airline fee credits. So those actually are impacting the value that I can get. So crunch the numbers and do the math.
Lots to take into account there. Any new trends, Nick, that you're seeing when it comes to how travelers are maximizing the points available to them to elevate their experience?
Well, I think one of the big things we've seen is a proliferation of tools that can really help you make the most of your points. One of my favorites is actually a browser extension that sits right on top of Google Flights. It's called Points Path. And for major airlines, it will actually show you the points cost of that flight as well as the cash price. And it will actually tell you whether it's a good deal or whether you should stick with paying for just a regular ticket. So the more that consumers can leverage these tools and really think about how to make the most of their points, it's really going to help them follow what we subscribe to here at the Points Guy, which is earn and burn. Don't sit on those miles. They're not an interest-bearing account. You're not going to get more value from them down the road. So once you earn them, put them to use for your summer travels.
All right, Nick Ewen, the Senior Editorial Director for the Points Guy, joining us on a great day with a lot of news to talk about. Nick, we appreciate it.